I'm going to do is about a mother's son who disrespected him. Only called her when he needed money. She read her son's letters with all his jailhouse news, and his headline said that Jesus is the blues. She taught him right, and he knew wrong, but he broke the rules. Now he says Jesus is the blues. Well, he learned inside that Satan had played his evil part, but Jesus could heal a damaged heart. What is it about prison where a man will search his soul, looking for the truth, for in the hole? Never-ending battle now waits within these prison walls, where Christ will fight the devil for the prisoner's soul. Where Christ will fight the devil for the prisoner's soul. She read her son's letters with all his jailhouse news, and his headline said that Jesus sings the blues. So when those prison gates open and her son walks free, pray for him, it's not the devil that he sees. I said pray for him, it's not the devil that he sees. I guess that's kind of appropriate on a Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Palatka. Over some water, touch me with your eyes, and your date I took over at the Conch House in St. Augustine. What a great little place that is, you know. You walk out to that tiki bar where they always have some good music going, and that's where that sax was blowing hard. It was good.
Even in the morning?
Yeah, let's do it in the morning.
Oh, it was before. I just wanted to be.
This is a song I wrote about my wife just recently. It's just a pretty little song. It's called In the Morning. There's a morning blues. In the morning, wake up right next to you. In the morning, stars fade above. In the morning, I feel your love. As the day wanders through the night, trials and troubles in life's fight, but in the morning it'll be alright. In the morning, and the sun will rise. In the morning, light sparkles in your eyes. In the morning, I realize. In the morning, my love for you is so alive. As the day wanders through the night, trials and troubles in life's fight, but in the morning it'll be alright. As the day wanders into night, trials and troubles in life's fight, but in the morning it'll be alright. In the morning, there's a morning dew. In the morning, wake up right next to you. In the morning, stars fade above. In the morning, I feel your love. As the day wanders through the night, trials and troubles in life's fight, in the morning it'll be alright. 'Cause in the morning it'll be alright.
There's a lot. Good morning.
Good morning, that's a good one. Been a long, long time since the world has seen a man who can rope and tie like the cowboys win. Saddle up and ride down the Chisholm Trail, picking out a tune now, sing the cowboys tale. Oh, you lonesome dove. Oh, you lonesome man. You are a vanishing hero. American cowboy friend. Ride the pellet sunset across the dry and dusty land. His woman on his mind now, but whiskey's in his hand. Gazing at the starlight in the shadows of the moon. Listen to the wolf cry and the great owl croon. One more time. Lonesome cowboy for you. Yeah, I grew up in the 50s. I don't look that old, I guess. Well, maybe I do. But I had that little 10-inch screen with the rabbit ears, and we got Roy Rogers and Tex Ritter and Gene Autry and all those singing cowboys, and that song is something, a tribute to those singing cowboys. We're going to try a song I wrote just a couple of weeks ago. It's not real polished. I hope you'll go with it. It's called Deep River Pirate, and it's a story about the St. Johns River, since we're sitting right here, and a pirate that was a Portuguese sailor that sailed with the French and the Spanish so he could learn how to sail, and then he became a pirate. And you know, down there in Crescent Lake, it's kind of a hidden lake. Dunn's Creek is called Deep River, and it's real narrow, and it's twisting, and it's a lot of jungle, Florida vegetation around the sides. It's really kind of remote, and it's just kind of like a secret way to get to that lake. And he hid out in Crescent Lake while he ran his skull and bones up and down St. Johns River. He dealt in human flesh. He was a slave trader, and his name was Big Jack the Ugly took a Swami tar, sailed with French and Spanish ships to learn British warship found him slaving under his skull and bones. Ran him up the old St. John's to a hidden lake. It was unknown. Dutch Creek is deep river, entrance to Crescent Lake. Jumbled, narrow, twisting turns to navigate his escape. To navigate his escape. Big Jack the Ugly traded in human flesh, selling slaves for silver and gold to fill his pirate's chest. To fill his pirate's chest. Pirate on the St. John's River, well, Dutch Creek was little known. Secret passage to that lake so he could fly his skull and dome. Well, a pirate is what a pirate does, Jack. Captured that frigate Swan, dragged her up deep river, and salvaged that frigate's gun. Salvaged that frigate's gun. Big Jack the Ugly traded in human flesh, selling slaves for silver and gold to fill his pirate's chest. To fill his pirate's chest. Big Jack the Ugly, he's buried near Dutch Creek. In that lake lies his heart of stone, of him no man should ever speak. Big Jack the Ugly traded in human flesh, selling slaves for silver and gold to fill his pirate's chest. To fill his pirate's chest. Big Jack the Ugly, true story, and he scuttled the remains of that frigate, the Black Swan, which was a British ship. It's about 250 yards south of the dock at Crescent City, right there, the city dock. It's somewhere sunk in that water, and you know they say that there's a treasure buried somewhere near Dutch Creek. We're gonna do a paper.
Okay. Skipping the dog.
We live in Palatka. We love the town, and this is a story about its heritage, and it's a working man's town. You know, a lot of us have friends that worked over at the mill. This is called the old paper mill. Oh, that smell. That old paper mill. Oh, that smell. That old paper mill. Oh, they smell just like money. Crisp $100 bills. Oh, that smell. It was the Hudson Pope paper mill. And the Hudson Brothers. Oh, that smell. The Hudson Pope paper mill. Mom and Daddy worked their whole life. They'd be working there still. But they're gone now. Oh, that smell. That old paper mill. Oh, that smell. That old paper mill. They Georgia Pacific, you know, they walk that bell. Oh, that smell. Georgia Pacific GP, walk that bell. No matter what they try to do, that paper mill stinks still now. Oh, that smell. That old paper mill. Oh, that smell. That old paper mill. It smells just like money, crisp $100 bill. Oh, that smell. Thank you so much from far and away. That whistler was a good whistler. This next song I wrote about 50 years ago. I lived on the park of a big, on the street. I lived in a house, an old house across the street from a big park, and this old gentleman would come pretty regular, and he sat on a bench, and he would feed the squirrels, and he would feed the pigeons, and I went over and talked to him, and it turns out that he was looking towards the end of his life, and he was real satisfied because he had great memories, and this is called Easy Come. I finished it about 2 years ago. Old man collects his memories to take for a walk in the afternoon. Sit among his friends and trees. His twilight's coming, his twilight soon. But all that he needs for comfort in his fading midday meadow sun are a few recalls of an easy song which come easy, which easy come. Easy come. Older than he ever thought would be. All for the time and the wiser for the year. Old and blind, but he still can see yesterday, tomorrow, and all the tears. But all that he needs for comfort in his fading midday meadow sun are a few recalls of an easy song which come easy, which easy come, which come easy, which easy come. But that was nearly 50 years ago when I wondered about that old man. Now I'm sitting on that old park bench, turns out that's just who I am. And all that I need for comfort in my fading midday meadow sun are a few recalls of an easy song which come easy, which easy come. afternoon. Thank you so much for that. What a beautiful day. After 2 days of marginal weather, I'm so happy to see the sun come out for the last day of the festival here, the Azalea Festival. I'm pretty familiar with it. I worked on the probably the 52nd, 53rd, 54th. Now it's the 77th, and I'm playing in it. So it's quite a tradition here in Pulaski.
Okay.
I love my baby's butter beans, I said now.
Come on now, butter beans.
She's cooking them this morning, they're as fresh can be. Oh, you can smell it all over the house, you know. Upstairs to the bedrooms, down the hall to the parlor. Cooking them this morning, they're as fresh can be. I butter ham and butter beans, I said now. How butter ham and butter beans, I said now. She's cooking them this morning, they're as fresh can be. In that iron pan, I said now. Hot cornbread in that iron pan, I said now. Jalapeno cornbread, butter, beans, and ham. I love my baby, butter, beans, I said now. I love my baby, butter beans, I said now. Cold winter's night, they keep you warm can be. I love my baby, butter beans. That's my wife right there in the tent, you know, she cooks them butter beans, you know.
Bad to wear pig. Is it bad to wear pig? Bad to wear. It's bad to wear pig.
This is a song about, I wrote back in 1973. It's about Muhammad Ali, rest his soul, what a great fighter he was, but he was uniquely, a unique person. He refused to go to the draft for to go to Vietnam, and of course I'm a Vietnam veteran, but he took it. He took his objection because he was a conscientious objector to the violence of war, and then his job, what he did for a living was to fight. So it kind of made me feel very, very perplexed about what pink meant for women and what blue meant for men, and how different you have to be just to be bad to be pink. German degrees of the cool of a man, like lighters together and Brando the man. Ice water veins took Fraser apart. Ice water veins took my whole heart apart. How bad must you be to wet me? How cold be your blood? Cold and imposing, how I suppose you got rattled while sporting soft red. Ice in your veins, wake up the dead. How bad must you be to wear pink? Just walk out the door. Who cares what they think? You gotta be bad to wear pink. Bad will be bad and pink will be pink. Thank you so much. This is a song about facing the fragility of life as you grow old and diagnosis of cancer and those kind of things. Never before in my life did I think I could lose. Never before in my life did I quit loving blues. My hair turning gray, there's pain every day. Never before in my life I thought it would end this way. And on my tombstone the words that I choose. Never before in this life did he lay down in the blues. Never before in my life I could take it no more. Never before in my life would I just run out the door. Oh, I stand my ground, no matter the pain. Never before in my life would I back down again. And on my tombstone the words that I heard. Never before in this life did he take a big head. Never before in my life was the end this close. Never before in my life did I feel such remorse for life's regret and blues and pain. Never before in my life would I live it this way again. And on my tombstone the words that I'd write. Never before in his life did he give up the fight. Never before in my life did I think I could lose. Never before in my life did I quit playing blues. My hair turning gray, there's pain every day. Never before in my life I thought I would end this way. And on my tombstone the words that I choose. Never before in this life did he play dying man blues. Dying man blues, yeah.
What time? Broke busted? 12:30. Oh yeah, there
We got a clock tower up there. We don't have to look at the clock. Besides, we're entertaining the folks here, and we're enjoying the heck out of it at a beautiful Azalea Festival morning. Down the railroad track. Down by the railroad track. busting
down by the railroad track.
Living in a boxcar with my whole life in this old canvas sack, yeah. With my heart was broken
Down by the railroad track.
my heart was broken.
Down by the railroad track.
Yes, I'll head north and I ain't never coming back. Yeah, you wanna know why? I'm broken, I'm busted.
Down by the railroad track.
I'm broke, I'm busted.
Down by the railroad track.
Getting a boxcar with my whole life in this old canvas sack, yeah.
Down by the railroad track. Down by the railroad track.
Some folks say I'm hopeful.
Down by the railroad track.
Some folks they say I'm hopeful.
Down by the railroad track.
I'm heading up to Clarksdale with this guitar slung on my back. Yeah, I'm going to Clarksdale, baby. 'Cause I am broken, yeah, I'm busted.
Down by the railroad track.
So busted.
Down by the railroad track.
Living in a boxcar with my whole life in this old canvas sack. Yeah, canvas sack, you know. 'Cause my heart was broken.
Down by the railroad track.
My heart was broken. Down by the railroad track. Yes, I'll head up to Memphis with this guitar in my old canvas sack. Yeah, I'm going to Memphis, baby. So growing up in the 60s, I was a teenager in the mid 60s, and I was thinking about becoming a motorhead like a lot of my friends in high school. They were wrenching on all those 283s and the 390s and the 327s, and they were learning how to do it. And I got a job with a good friend of mine's father's gas station at Lee Ackerley's mobile station on South Street. We had a friend that he was a couple years older than me. He was a friend of my sister's, and he used to come by and use the lift to work on his '55 Chevy whenever he had a chance to get that thing tuned up for Saturday night, where he went out on Main Street so he could bait our only cop in that little town, Louis Bellotti, and this is called Drag Racing Down Main Street. I said, well, Saturday night, I'll roll up these wheels, smoke up the tires, slowly grip and don't squeal. Rev up the engine, pop the clutch at the top, drag race down Main Street, looking out for that cop, yeah. Triple deuce and manifold, the carburetor, a 411 rear, limited slip, synchro gears, and a 4-speed stick. Rev up the engine, pop the clutch at the top, like race down, make sure looking out for that cop, yeah. Closer and closer as my catching a wine. Well, I'm losing gas now and I don't have the gas. I switch on the nitro, kicking it really high. Rev up the engine, pop the clutch at the top. Now I'm losing that cop, yeah. License and registration, buddy, pull it over. Well, I lost that copper, so I headed back home to my sweet Sally, but she wasn't alone. There at the front door, my future father-in-law, sporting that police badge, cause he was the law. So I revved up the engine, popped the clutch at the top, headed back down the main street, cause he was the cop. Pull it over, sonny boy. A little bit of drag racing down Main Street. I think we got time for one or two more. This is a song I wrote about the Great Recession of 2008. I used to have the Blues Club down here on St. John's Avenue, and we had a lot of people come and play with us. And when the recession hit, everybody kind of lost half of everything they had. It's called Tin Cup. Well, look at me now. I was all that. One down collar, a best beaver pill bag. My clothes are all tattered now. My pants are they're torn. I ain't got no money. I ain't rich no more. So I put out my tin cup and play my guitar. Put a nickel or a dime in this old tin jar. Well, look at me now. I have the American dream. House and cars and plenty of green. The big black steel, the greedy bankers robbing blind. Left me with the blues just to ease my mind. So I put out my tin cup and play my guitar. Put a nickel or a dime in this old tin jar. Well, look at me now, I was an entrepreneur. 40 employees who I truly adored. Well, it was all crushed by the crash of '08. Some playing the blues couldn't anticipate. So I put out my tin cup and played my guitar. Put a nickel or dime in this old tip jar. Well, look at me now, I guess I'm okay. Although things never really went my way, you know, I feel the pain, so I know I'm alive. Little help, my friends, I will survive. I'll put out my tin cup and play my guitar. Put a nickel or dime in my tin cup. Thank you very much, everybody. This is Sweet William, and if you're looking for something to do this afternoon, the Acoustic Circle is sponsoring a songwriters showcase at the Larimer Theater, and the tickets are $15 at the door. And have a great festival, y'all. Thank you so much for coming.